All right, guys. Yes, no. All right, guys. This is gonna be a quick one, half an hour. Just this message across. My usual poll: did you train today? Yes, no. I train every day. I don't train. In my case, it would be a yes. I trained today. I did my abs work, which I do separately from the rest, and I do them usually on my second day off from heavy lifting. Right? Let's start the poll, bro. Let's go. Half an hour. So fire questions if you got any. And let's go. Today I woke up hungry, mate. Really hungry. And something weird happened to me. I weighed myself this morning and I am down to 76.1 kg from nearly 80. And I look bigger. And obviously it's not something that you can tell yourself, right? But my wife tells me, but the wife doesn't really count, it's your wife. Do you know what I mean? But I go out and people tell me, you know? Um, but I lost 3 kg. How is that possible that I look bigger, but I lost 3 kg? It's, it's pretty easy to explain, it's hard to understand. Uh, when you solely only feed your body with nutrition only, you don't eat any empty calories. Never. Throughout the day, for a long period of time, what happens is that all those nutrients, if the body is being put in a situation where he has to adapt to something, right? Your body is capable of increasing muscle and losing fat at the same time. It is difficult. Uh, it's not ideal. It's not something I prefer. I'm a strong believer that muscle thrive when there's a calorie excess, when you bulk, when you overeat. You go to the gym the next morning and you feel like you can lift the world, and you have great sessions, and it's awesome. Um, because effort requires energy. It's very simple. Guys, like and subscribe, fire a question, and then if you find my answer interesting, useful, you might want to donate to the link on description. Or you can just fire the question and I just answer it. You don't worry about nothing. All right? I'm a trainer. I've been a trainer for 10 years now. And I love fitness. I love bodybuilding. I love endurance. I love training in general. But what I was saying is that, yeah, if you only eat calories with nutrients, so real food only, right? If you train, right? If you fatigue the muscle with a certain intensity, then those nutrients will be used to sustain muscle, to create new muscle, and the fat stored in the body will be burned throughout the day when you lay on the sofa, because you switch up your metabolism and switch on your metabolism, and when you train, right? Because your body is recovering, yeah. When the body is recovering, is burning more calories than when you're not recovering from anything, right? If you lay on the sofa, recovering from something, from an heavy session, from whatever, you will burn more calories than laying on the sofa, not needing to recover. It's very simple. Yeah. Everything requires energy. So building muscle requires energy. It's not going to be for free. You know? So you have to take that in consideration. You know? Ciao. I love that. I train every day. I love that. Let's go. One vote. I train every day. Let's keep it like that. Let's go. Keep liking. Subscribe if you can. But what I was saying is, what am I doing? If you're new to the channel, let me tell you. I had intestine problem because during my bulking, there's many reasons that I don't want to go into that. Many personal reasons. I had losses in the family, bad ones, you know. So, what's up, homie? I train. Good question. But let me tell you this in a minute. So I had to bulk, right? And I had premature losses in the family, not expected. And I went banana. And I said, you know what? Fuck everybody. I'm going to enjoy life. Look what happened. You know, wrong thinking. But sometimes life gets the best out of you. What are you going to do? But doing that, eating super dirty, I inflamed my intestine to the point that my stomach couldn't take anything anymore. So I had to cut my calories intake because I have to have small meals, and they have to be super clean, basmati rice, chicken, eggs, red meat a little bit, but mainly just that. So super nutritious, calorie with a purpose. It's not like you eating a one of these sugary snacks that one little cookie has 180 calories, but really is empty calories. There's no nutritious. There's nothing nutrient in those calories. So when you eat that cookie, you either gonna burn it through physical activity, or it's gonna be stored as fat because the body has got no use of it. Right? If you do nothing, you keep burning fat, right? When you walk around, when you watch the telly, you if you don't do anything and you eat a lot, you probably your metabolism is just dead at the minute, right? It's just dead. So you're just very good at accumulating that. But if you start introducing nutritious food, right, then the body will assimilate the nutrients. Does it make sense what I'm trying to say? I love Indian food. Anyway, what did you train today? Alaya, are you still there? I hope you are. However, I trained abs. I did crunches, sit-ups, all those things. To be honest, I don't even count them. I wouldn't know. I just do loads of them for like an hour. You know, yeah. I believe because for me, right, you have to think about the abs like any other muscle. Yeah. Imagine working out another muscle but body weight, because in this situation I can't use any weights to do crunches or sit-ups, so it's body weight. I can't add any weights on me or anything. So you have to go rep for reps. Yeah, you go for time and attention. You have to find a way to make it difficult for yourself. Do you know what I mean? Because like you would train a bicep without any weight. How are you going to do that, right? It's a kind of funny comparison, but it makes sense. So abs, in my opinion, is like anything else. If you can go to the gym and there is a machine, or you can find a way to use weights and put real resistance against them, then you don't need to do, I don't know, how many hundreds of sit-ups or crunches. But if you can't do that, then you will have to go high reps, right? Because the more you get trained, by the way, you do 100 abs is nothing. Do you know what I mean? When you start doing them regularly, you get good quite quickly. But the thing with abs is you have to be lean, brother, for them to show, right? You have to be lean, muscular. If there's a layer of fat, you can do abs all day long. They're not going to show, right? It requires a certain percentage of body fat for the abs to show, right? It makes sense. No, I don't have Twitter, bro. I'm here, man. Did you like, by the way? Cockboy, did you like? Please like, please subscribe, please check me out. I think I'm good at what I do, you know? I think I am. So let's go. So what I was trying to say is, and if somebody wants to donate to be the first donor of the channel, you know what I mean? When I'll be famous and big and everything, I will remember you forever. Look at it this way. But thank you, my man. Thank you. Yeah, I'm just messing around. Don't worry about nothing. You don't want to be too serious, right? You want to play around a little bit. So what I was saying is this. So yeah, today abs for me. Tomorrow's going to be lower back, which I like to do on its own and when I'm rested as well. I believe strongly, it's not that I believe, it's just a fact. Reverse hyperextension is crucial to avoid problems. You know, every time you do squats, you should hit the reverse hyperextension, in my opinion. Again, Star Fox, did you not just write that yesterday as well? You know, how boring is that? Or maybe that is just a bot, because I don't remember that name yesterday. But someone it's just boring. Anyway, so what I was trying to say is this. Today I did that, and I got and had hunger all day. Just wanted to eat, right? And so I ate. So I'm now at 2,200 calories. Consider that I trained, so I have to train a bit more. So I left something. I probably have something more later on to get to 2,400, and I call it a day. You know? Yeah, Star Fox, man. You either don't have anything to do. You either don't have anything to do, or you're a very badly made bot. Either or. But good on you, Star Fox. Good on you. So, 50-50, 2 votes. All right. All right. So the thing is this. That's what I believe in. Right? It's 90% nutrition. Right? 15% rest and recovery, 5% training. That's what I believe. That's what I believe. Nutrition is so big and so crucial for everything. To have the energy to train, to allow the body to recover after training. For everything, just nutrition is the key. You are what you eat, right? You must have heard that before. You know? Do you know what I mean? So tomorrow I'll have another like half an hour, 45 minutes where I just focus on my lower back, making sure that it's nice and strong, and uh, yeah, I create space right at the bottom, and that's it. And Saturday or Sunday, I'll have to see. Saturday or Sunday, I just attack the weights. And I love it because I am already looking forward to it. You know, I am. Um, the thing is this: for people that train, please share your view. But how cool do you feel after you train? Like you go to the gym, you train hard, you go home. I mean, you take a shower at the gym, you get home, you eat. Oh my God, what's better than that? Really, really and truly. While you're eating that food, right? It's awesome. You know, it is awesome. So yeah, if you get the right nutrition, the right macros, the right nutrients and everything, not only you don't need any supplements of any kind, you don't need any pills whatsoever. That is a lie. You know, these pills, supplements have been invented very recently. And we've had football players, we've had uh, all sorts of basketball players, we've had all sorts of athletes for a long time. You know, and now everybody believes that they are necessary to health. But the reason is that the people that tell you that are trying to sell you the product. They have um, a direct interest in the thing. Do you know what I mean? I don't believe in supplements. I just don't understand the concept of it. Just know your food. You're lucky, you know, with ChatGPT, you can become a nutritionist if you study in 6 months. You know what I mean? Maybe not in 6 months, but you can gain a lot of knowledge, understand the variety of food. You can create a well-balanced diet that give you all the supplements you need without taking any pills or anything at all, and fulfill your potential, your physical potential, which is, to me, is crucial. I mean, to me, it's very appealing, it's very interesting. You know, I like the idea. And so eat super healthy, eat clean, drink water, use a lot of common sense, and you will be more than fine. You don't need to spend money on supplements, in my opinion. Obviously, if you're lazy with your food, and I always say, if the time for your meal come and you don't know what you're gonna eat, you're done already. If you're hungry, it's dinner, you're hungry, and you don't know what you're gonna eat, you're in trouble, mate. You are in trouble. You gotta have it organized. You gotta have it planned out. There is a moment for thinking, right? You sit down, you write on a piece of paper your meals for the week, right? And that is the time for you to think, right? You sit down, that is the time for you to figure it out. That's it. Once you got to figure it out, you stick that paper somewhere and you don't think anymore. You just execute it. You become like a robot, right? It's just down to, food is down to organization, right? Because once you got your weekly meal or whatever you find comfortable for you, once you got them planned out, it's easier to do food shopping, right? It's easier to not buy stuff. Because the thing is, these people tell me all the time, I eat a lot of snacks. How do you have a home? Who brings the snacks home? How come you got them home? That's the problem in the first place. If you don't have them at home, how are you going to eat them? Right? If you don't buy them, how are you going to eat them? So that's the thing. Organization, have it write down, have it written down. Okay, make it make sense. Make it well balanced, right? And just execute during the week. That's it. Super easy. No problems, no dramas. And you see your body will change in the space of nothing. Especially if you come out of a period where you have not been eating nutritious food. Your food will change. Your body will change quite quickly. Yeah. Just with good nutrition. You know? People tell me, I want to lose my belly. You don't need the trainer for that. I mean, you do. If you want to look fit, if for health, for everything, of course you do. But 2-3 sessions a week are not going to make you lose weight. That's a lie. It's never going to happen. You got to be home. You got to be cooking, and you got to be, organized with your food. Otherwise, you're just going to gain muscle. Because if you train in a calorie excess environment, you're probably going to put on muscles together with fat if you're training well. But if you just want to lose your belly, you want to lose weight, it's fundamentally it's down to diet. And then if you match it with heavy resistance training, then you can speed that up. Because I learned at my expenses, not my expenses, but I learned with experience that for fat loss, heavy weight lifting is way, way better than any cardio you can do. Any cardio. Heavy weightlifting or weightlifting, resistance training, whatever you want to call it, is way better for fat loss than cardio. Anyway, guys, 20 minutes is enough for me today. I think I sent the message across, right? I think I did. So I leave you with that. And I wish you a good night, guys. God bless. Take care.